A solitude, the one place they dread, the one place where the echoes stop. They call it isolation, I call it strength. You see the world, yeah, it's a loud place. Everyone's trying to belong, everyone's shouting for approval, trying to be seen, be wanted, be understood. But me, nah, I don't chase that, I stand alone, and that's where my power is. They call you lone wolf like it's a curse. Hey, let them scoff, let them whisper, because they can't comprehend the fire that lives in solitude. When you walk alone, there's no weight to hold you down, no barriers, no fences, no one to claim what you can't become. And that's where the storm starts, the noise of the world, the wanting in chains of conformity. Do you feel it? Society is a snare, oh yeah, a polished little prison with rules, demands, titles. They dictate who you must be, how you should live, what you should follow, and those around you, around you, they consume it, they obey it blindly. Like loyal little followers, they crave you to blend in, obey, match the rest of them. They despise the soul who stands apart, the one who doesn't beg for their validation. It shakes them, makes them nervous, and that's why they target the lone wolf. That's why they fear you. But know this, the more you blend in, the more you vanish inside, the more you trade pieces of your truth, the duller you grow. They won't say that truth will, they'll never admit that molding in costs your essence, your voice, your core, your wild soul. Nah, blending in is for the timid, for those who shiver at stillness, afraid to face their own thoughts, afraid of the quiet. But you're rare, aren't you? You feel the solitude deep, that's why you're listening. The fire in stillness, master of your own soul. When you walk alone, something awakens, the world dims down, the chatter, it disappears, and for the first time you feel it yourself. You hear the whisper inside, the one they tried to mute, the one they warned you to forget. But in stillness, in the quiet, that voice becomes stronger, louder, clearer, like a fire that's been waiting to erupt, waiting for that perfect spark to catch. And here's the reality, in that silence you become lethal, because those who walk alone, they answer to no one, depend on no one. No one holds them back. It's just you and your mind. And the mind, my friend, is the sharpest blade of all. In solitude, you train it, shape it, refine it. You learn to trust in no one but yourself, and only yourself. Most people, they fear that, the lone wolf. They don't believe in their own thoughts. They crave the noise, the chaos, the constant buzz. The mind is a dark place, they whisper. But you're not scared, are you? No, you welcome it, because once your mind is yours, once your thoughts are your own, you become unstoppable. They want you to think solitude is weakness, that you can't survive without others, that you need people, you need connection. But that's the lie. The truth, solitude is pure freedom. When you're alone, you're limitless. No cages, no expectations, no one telling you how to move, what to believe, who to be, just you. And that's all you've ever needed. The lone wolf walks without a leash, free to chase, free to rise, free to conquer. But when you walk with the pack, you crawl at their pace, you play by their rules, you follow their tracks, you become one of the flock, one with the machine. But alone, you blaze your own trail, set your own speed, create your own laws. That's what scares them. You don't need their world. That's why they despise the lone wolf, because you're not trapped in their design. You're not their puppet. You're living by your own rules, and that terrifies them, because they can't predict you, can't cage you. You are the unknown, the wild, the free, true independence. You need no one. And the secret they're hiding? You never did. That's right. They'll keep repeating you need support, that you're helpless without validation, that success needs approval. But that's just fear, their fear. Fear that was never yours. When you choose to walk alone, you uncover the greatest truth of all. You don't need anyone. Everything you require, it's already inside. That strength, it doesn't come from the outside, not from applause, not from the herd. It's born from within, deep within. And they hate that, don't they? Hate knowing someone exists who doesn't depend on them. It shrinks their sense of importance. It rattles their ego, makes them feel irrelevant. And that's exactly what they are, irrelevant. The ones who move alone, they endure, they overcome, they dominate. The lone wolf doesn't beg for guidance, doesn't follow. They lead themselves, alone, strong. Think about it. When life turns against you, when it all shatters, who's left? Just you. And guess what? That's enough. Rejection by the world. Wear it proudly. Embrace the one they shun. Society, what a punchline. They'll push you to blend in, to obey, to bow to their shallow codes. But why on earth would you want to belong to something so fragile, so fake? Society, yeah, that's the joke. Conformity is their religion. They'll say, fit in, don't stand out, play it safe. But all they're doing is hiding in comfort. Weakness wrapped in a mask of unity. That's not strength, it's slavery. And they'll label the outsider like it's an insult. They'll say you don't belong, that it's a curse. But here's the truth, it's a gift. The outsider sees what they can't. They aren't chained by the illusion. They see it for what it is, lies. Once you reject their rules, their limits, their cage, you rise. You become untouchable. A storm they can't predict, a force they can't trap. You're not one of them anymore. You're beyond them, and that terrifies them. So let them talk, let them whisper, let them label you freak, outcast, loner. Because in those names, in that distance, that's where your fire lives. That's where your edge sharpens. Standing apart is where the real strength grows. The lone wolf always wins. And now here's the last truth, the one they never speak. The lone wolf wins because they don't walk lost. They walk with focus, with intention. They aren't distracted by gossip, opinions, or need for praise. They're locked in, cold, sharp, and when the moment arrives, they strike. Fast, clean, without doubt, without waiting. That's the thing, lone wolves don't just make it, hey, dominate. So let them sneer, let them flinch, let them misunderstand your silence. Because in that silence, in that solitude, you carry power. And that, my friend, is why the lone wolf always wins.